You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Time now for the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with award-winning journalist, Mr. Dan Farris. How you doing, sir?
You shouldn't remind me I'm award-winning because that just makes me cocky. It's
But I do that.
makes me hard to be around.
I want to make sure that we set the bar high each and every day. So
Sit high and I'll big time you all morning long. That's what we're going to do. Wild Bill Hickok.
see, you're off to a good start.
Let me just take two. Wild Bill Hickok.
Yeah,
Born this day.
that's cool.
Birthday, yeah. Henry Kissinger, who is still chasing around the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was, Richard Nixon's Secretary of
Yeah,
State.
yeah.
He was
I have a couple of
guy.
books written by him.
Swingin' Sammy Snead has a birthday today. He was one of the best golfers on the planet for about 4 decades.
Oh, wow.
Had a strange putt. He used a very long putter,
Okay.
and he did not putt out from the side like you normally do. He held the putter directly in front of him, which is actually how I putt.
Huh.
Because of Swingin' Sammy Snead.
Nice.
And I didn't do that when I first started golfing. I, golf like everybody else. Well, win a few, lose a few, whatever. And I saw a clip of Sammy Snead. I said, that's pretty weird. I just started playing with that.
You have to show me that. I don't know what the heck you're even talking about.
Yeah, it
We'll go golfing. We could go to Grand Falls.
cut my average score of 18 holes from like 140 down to about 138.
That is awesome. That's really good.
I always had to pick up the tab. All right, this is hip. It was this day, 1961. The very first black light is sold in the United States of America. Black light. Oh, yeah. It wouldn't have been the 60s without black lights, man.
I like black light. I have a black light tattoo.
She does.
Yeah, you can still, get them today. They're still
Is that
still
infrared?
kinda cool.
Is that what black light is? Or is that something different?
I have no idea. I'm not a scientist. I'm on the radio, John.
Oh, that's right. You're an award-winning journalist. You don't know these kind of things.
1969, Walt Disney World construction begins at Bay Lake and Lake Buena Vista,
69.
Florida.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's what I've got. That's all I know, and now you know, and here we go.
You had mentioned at the very beginning of this twice. You said his name wrong the first time, but Bill
Wild Bill Hickok, yes.
His great nephew used to cut my hair when I was a little kid in Huron. He was a barber.
This was great. Okay.
It was I believe it was his great nephew or great great nephew, but he was a barber when I was a kid in Huron. He was a very old man. I remember one time he nicked my ear and I left there bleeding.
What kind of? Did he have any proof to this, or did he just go around telling people he
It
was?
sounds totally made up.
His last name was Hickok. He was the because I asked him and he was like, "Yeah, he was my great uncle," or whatever it was.
I would say that too.
No, he had pictures of him hanging on the wall. It was a thing. It was a whole thing.
I still tell people that I'm that I'm Sam Elliott's stunt double in Roadhouse.
Well, you were though. You told me that.
Oh, people believe it. It's hilarious.
I know.
All I got to do is say, kind of hurts, don't it?
So you're telling me now you made that up? Give me that
You
trophy
can't believe
back.
everything people tell you, John.
It's fun to just say stuff. Try it, kids.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you by the National Registry of Notable Notaries.
If you, a loved one, a friend of a friend, or a casual acquaintance has suffered injury, illness, or death as a result of using a discount notary, you may be entitled to a cash settlement. If you've used the notary services of 99-cent notary, 98-cent notary, Buck and a Quarter Notary, Notary World, Anytime Notary, Sioux Falls Notary, Yes Siree Notary, or the Notary Barn at Lake Lorraine, not really a lake, and have experienced even mild injuries, illness, or death, the National Registry of Notable Notaries has set aside hundreds of dollars to settle discount notary claims. The law offices of Lindquist, and Heidi Jean have been representing victims of discount notarization for a couple of weeks now, and recently settled a case giving a client a payout of $110.99. If we don't win, you owe nothing. Well, not nothing, but probably not very much. Call the law offices of Lindquist, and Heidi Jean today, 933-1980. That's 605-933-1980.
Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals, too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Oh, hey there, Mr. and Mrs. Small. How's everything in Smallville? John, good to see you, sir. Heidi.
Ranger
Heidi.
Dan.
Heidi, a little inquiry here. I don't suppose your nickname is Chapstick, because you're the balm. Get it?
Wow.
Chapstick, the balm. BALM. I don't know who writes this. Oh. Goodness gracious. Let me catch my breath here. You know, Radio Rangers, been a whole lot going on just about, well, water. Lately, about water. You know, Sioux Falls public pools are going to remain dry. And, of course, we got the Ranger Dan's Water World at the Big Sioux Spillway off North Cliff is getting ready to open.
Yeah, you were talking about
hopefully to throngs of happy children and cranky adults. And gosh darn it, it's been raining off and on for the better part of what?
Forever, it seems.
Couple weeks.
Quite a while,
it's just
yeah.
wet out. You know, that brings us to, well, animals that love water. You know, it's interesting. I'm sure you're familiar with the usual critters that love being in and around water, like otters, playful little scamps that they are. Muskrats love the water. Beavers, of course, building their little dams and making their own little ponds, and little water-bound little animals.
Yeah.
Most fish seem to like water, too. But here's where the critter knowledge comes in, little Radio Ranger. We've got about a half dozen critters here that maybe you didn't know love to get wet.
Okay.
Did you know pigs love being in water?
Really?
I did not.
Pigs love being in water. In fact, there's a bay of pigs over by Cuba there somewhere. Maybe you even got one of these in a little cage at home. Guinea pigs love water.
Really?
Yep. Wait till your ma is soaking in a bath and just throw that little fella right in there. Wait for the fun to start. This one kind of surprised Ranger Dan, and I know most things, but I did not know this. Camels love to play in water.
Well, that's unfortunate considering where they live.
I know. Camels are really great swimmers, too. I don't know how they come by that, but yep, camels pretty fantastic. And moose.
I've seen a lot of moose in water.
Moose enjoy water. They're not just doing it to travel. They will spend time in water because they enjoy it. Of course, that's just a moose. If it's plural, that's mooses or meese. It's important to know the distinction. Did you know hedgehogs love water?
I did not.
They're great little swimmers, too.
Oh.
It's pretty amazing. And finally, and this one, boy, I was a little taken back by this because they're just absolutely huge. Elephants love water.
Oh, yeah.
I have seen them playing in the
They're
water.
amazing
That's adorable.
swimmers. A lot of them, if you can get a well-secured diving board, they'll do a full gainer all day long like nobody's business. And hey, speaking of elephants, hey, little Radio Rangers, you like this. Do you know how to make an elephant float?
How?
You just fill them with ice cream and root beer. I don't know who writes this, but good Lord, I wish they'd stop. That's all the time we have, little Radio Rangers. You know the drill. What doesn't kill you generally makes you stronger, except for bears and murder hornets. They'll kill you every darn time. There's Ranger Dan. Out say it with me. Yes, sir.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris, award-winning journalist, coming back in the studio, in the news chair right now with some news for each and every one of us. What do we have today, Dan?
It's troubling. That's what it is.
Oh, that's too bad.
Associated Press filed this story. No, this is just, it's just sad. And it angers me. Sioux Falls police are in the midst of investigating a fraud case involving a victim right here in Sioux Falls who just got scammed for $45,000.
How did this happen?
It's a big pile of dough. Police say the individual got a call from someone claiming to be from Microsoft.
Okay.
The caller said they found a problem with the victim's computer, then gave instructions on how to allow the caller to gain remote access. Once the caller had access to the computer, the scammer had access to all the victim's information. Police Sergeant Sean Koistra said that because the victim was afraid of losing that information, the victim followed the caller's directions to a T and ended up losing $45,000.
Oh, no. That just makes me sick.
You've got these weasels, and with it's a cyberspace world, man.
Yeah.
And there are weasels everywhere.
Yeah.
And to me, stealing is stealing, theft is theft, whatever. I've never been scammed like this. I've had my home burglarized. I had my business busted into one night. Mm-hmm. But these people should just be found and hanged in the public square.
Yeah.
That's just it to me.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just
disgusting.
the lowest of the low.
And they're ruining people's lives.
Yeah.
And you can look at it and go, well, how can these people be so stupid? This time, look at identity theft. Every couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
My son, when he was in the military, he went to the ATM on base to get, and his account had been drained. Oh. And he was in the military.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody snagged him out, and he had to go through all kinds of hoops to get that address. It's maddening.
It is.
It's maddening. Got these little dorks doing this stuff. So, that's a big chunk of change, man.
Wow.
So here's the thing.
Oh, that's just awful.
Anybody calls you, whatever, they ask for any information.
Do not give any information at all over the phone.
Banking information, social security numbers, just don't.
Yeah.
No.
I got a call the other day, Dan. I put it on speaker so you could hear. They were trying to get me to do a vehicle warranty.
Yeah, it's just these boiler rooms, man, and it's a numbers game. If they, they're going to make thousands of calls a day, but they just need one.
All they need is one.
They just need one to make bank.
And I was just messing with this lady because she kept asking about my car, and I'm like, no, you didn't call my car. I'm not in my car right now. Do I need to be in my car? And I was just having fun with her. She finally hung up on me.
Well, you take them off script, and they get jumbled, and that's just a
figured
bad
the more
deal.
time they spent dinking around with me is the less time they're scamming somebody else. So.
That's awful.
Yeah, and again, I won't even pay most of my bills online. I still write checks.
Yep, I still send checks too.
You're the one. I knew somebody was still
I
doing
still send
I
checks.
am the one, and every now and again, I'll get a bill in the mail and say, we're going to have to start charging like $3 unless you do it online. I'll give you the $3. Mm-hmm. Especially Sioux Falls Utilities, which is water. Man, that's all mafia'd up.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, I just drop off bags of unmarked bills to them because I don't need any trouble.
You don't want them knowing where you live. Oh wait, they're the water company. All right, Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, you bet.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. Coming up in a moment, we've got your bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom.
Anybody else about ready for a vacation?
This October, we're going to Cancun for an amazing event called The Sands.
Awesome music from Billy Idol, Belinda Carlisle, Cheap Trick, and so many more.
This event happens at the end of October, so when everything blows over, we're all going to need a vacation. So join us for this one.
We've been to this event the last 3 years, met some amazing people, and it is so much fun.
Get all of the information and get your spot reserved to join us at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
Time now for the bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom in Sioux Falls. And typically at this time, we're talking about somebody, outside of this room, about something awesome they're doing. But right now, I'm going to actually shine the spotlight on Dan Farris.
Yeah, we've just, over the past couple of weeks, kind of gotten away from, just giving things away because some businesses have really dialed back or been shut down totally, whatever. But our good buddies, Mike Darren and the crew at Tire Motive on North Marion Road, ponying up another free oil change. Free oil change. You know him, you love him. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the program Mr. Robert Dickey.
Hey, congratulations, Robert. Robert.
Robert, you got a primo oil change from the folks at Tire Motive, and we're not talking taken out of a big vat of grunge from the back room. That's up to a $50 value if, say, you're running that high-rate synthetic stuff. So, yeah, that's all there is to it. Driven by service. Tire Motive, they've been wrenching on my stuff for, about 15 years now.
They take good care of us.
They do.
The Sunny Hummer, I went in with a low tire last year. Or was that this year? When was that?
What you thought was just a low tire.
I went in with a low tire anyway. I said, hey, do an oil change while it's here, and I check the tires and see what's going on. And they said, well, you had 3 low tires, and I had nails in all of them. So I don't know where I've been going and what I've been doing, but apparently it's rough out there, Dan. But they also take care of brakes. So if you instead of need help getting your vehicle going, if you need help getting your vehicle stopping, they can help you there too.
They can help you with anything.
Yeah, very,
awesome,
very
guys.
good. Now let's talk for just a moment here about how people can win, because this is the bright spot of news. We want to cheer people up. We also want to let them know how they can be a winner too. If you would like to register to win this prize, not the one that we just gave away, of course, because Robert Dickey's winning that one, but you can win an oil change from Tire Motive. If you go to sunnyradio.com, on the top of the screen, you'll see a little button there that says Win Awesome Prizes. And I got to apologize, for about a month that was not working. It's because
Why are you looking at me?
No, I'm not looking at you for that reason, because you're the one that was asking me, hey, can you get me some more winners? And I'm like, why is nobody registering? And I go on there and realize, oh, hey, I don't have that link working. So sorry about that. That was my fault. But you can go there now and register, and we'll see if we can make you a winner next week. And we also have on that same page an opportunity to win from Southeastern Hair Design. And they're going to be reopening real soon, right, Dan?
A brand new location. The place is gorgeous.
Is that next week?
Yep. Should be this week. Yep.
Very nice. They'll be here before you know it. So
they did a lot of work, and now the inspectors and the permit people, and that whole regime's got to cruise through. So place is looking fantastic, though.
It is, and a big congratulations to Eileen, and she's celebrating an anniversary and a new location, all those fun things, and you can register to win from her as well. All of that at sunnyradio.com. On the top of the page, you'll see a little button. Click that. It says Win Awesome Prizes. This has been a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls.
It's a tough time, but we will get through this together. If you have the means, we encourage you to participate in the gift card challenge. That's a simple thing you can do to help people around you. Just buy a gift card from one of your favorite local businesses, then use it when things get back to normal. Or be a rock star and give it to someone working on the front lines to keep us safe. Either way, when you buy the gift card, post a photo on social media with #GiftCardChallenge. Learn more at giftcardchallenge.org.
Time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Yeah, you love them, the celebrities. Fabulous. By golly, this is kind of a fun story, and I had no idea that this was in his past. Remember the original American Idol first number of years? One of the judges was Randy Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was a dog.
Oh, yeah.
He was the dog guy.
Dog.
Did you know that he was the bass player in the band Journey for a while back in the 1980s?
I did not know that.
I did not know
He was in the original Journey back in the 1980s. Well, guess what?
What's that?
This past Saturday, Journey guitarist Neil Schon announced new lineup for the band because the bassist, Ross Valerie, hit the road, along with drummer Steve Smith, also hit the road. Well, American Idol judge Randy Jackson is the new bassist for the band Journey.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's 63 years old. He recently lost a bunch of weight. He's down like about 115 pounds.
That's really cool.
It kind of looks like a tall Al Roker.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
But I just said I had no idea that he was in Journey.
I didn't know that either. That's pretty cool that he's going back.
Yeah, so he's going to be on tour when those things light up again. Randy Jackson thumping the old bass there.
That is very, very cool.
Yeah, tripped across that story and went, whoa, be darned. I'll be danged.
Learn something new every day.
Yep. So
I just never know if Dan's messing with us, if that's
I don't
even
think
real.
he's messing
that's
with
too
us.
random to make up.
Well,
right.
but that's
That's
the
pretty-
random kind of things you like to make up. And I'll be out telling people later, Randy Jackson used to be in Journey, and they're like, no, he didn't.
Remember that time?
So this is for real?
Sure.
Not like the time you had me convinced you were Sam Elliott stunt double on the movie Roadhouse?
I was Sam Elliott stunt double in Roadhouse.
That is legit.
That's totally legit. Read the credits. Okay. I'm right there under grip. Kind of hurts, don't it?
Well, Dan, thank you for that stellar report.
Oh, my pleasure. It is literally the least I can do, John.
It is fantastic. We appreciate it a bunch. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you exclusively by the National Registry of Notable Notaries.
If you, a loved one, a friend of a friend, or a casual acquaintance has suffered injury, illness, or death as a result of using a discount notary, you may be entitled to a cash settlement. If you've used the notary services of 99-cent notary, 98-cent notary, Buck and a Quarter Notary, Notary World, Anytime Notary, Sioux Falls Notary, Yes Siree Notary, or the Notary Barn at Lake Lorraine, not really a lake, and have experienced even mild injuries, illness, or death, the National Registry of Notable Notaries has set aside hundreds of dollars to settle discount notary claims. The law offices of Lindquist, and Heidi Jean have been representing victims of discount notarization for a couple of weeks now, and recently settled a case giving a client a payout of $110.99. If we don't win, you owe nothing. Well, not nothing, but probably not very much. Call the law offices of Lindquist, and Heidi Jean today, 933-1980. That's 605-933-1980.
Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, May 27th. The broad market broke through a major technical resistance point on Monday to set a new high. The move added 1.5% to the S&P 500, set a 2-month high, and points to further gains for the index in the coming weeks. On a technical basis, now that the index has broken the 3,000 level, a move to retest the all-time high will likely come soon. Monday's trading was supported in part by news out of Washington. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says Congress will probably have to pass another economic stimulus bill, and that means another round of checks for many Americans. With earnings reports from retailers like AutoZone showing clear signs of those checks' impact on the economy, investors are betting for a strong economic rebound in the second half of the year. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.